Hey there, Wolf Pups. It's Junie. So, this is my official uh, video introduction. Before I get right into it, I'm going to be readdressing some points that I made in my test video, but they're going to be more in depth into this video. So, yay, more talking! If you like me talking and just like listening to me ramble, because we're gonna ramble. Um, Another thing is that huge thank you to everybody who did watch the test video and subscribed so far and liked the video. I didn't really care if it got too many views or too many likes. It was just a test video to see what people thought of it so far. And it did get a lot of attention actually, which I was very shocked. I mean, I know a lot of people would say, "Oh, that's so low in views and likes and subscribers," and I'm not here for that. That will all happen later on. It takes time. I know that. So, thank you to those who already done those things for my last video. That is a huge, big milestone for me at least, because I've never done this before. If you're new here, I've never done this before, so that's why I made a test video. Um, So I guess we'll just get right into it as far as like about me and my future plans and everything. So, like I said, um my name is Junie. It's not an actual name, it's just a nickname. Um I do address everybody on this community or in this community as wolf pups. Um that's just something to call all the viewers so I can address everybody as a whole group instead of being like, "Oh, hey guys, it's me." It's a little boring like that. So I wanted to make it a little different, I guess. Um, some pronouns I go by is all the wolf pronouns as well as she, her pronouns. Um, I'm also a born Therian. I am a timber and a gray wolf. And I also kinda at the moment have been saying this, but I am also a physical Therian. I know that gets a lot of backlash, and I don't really identify with that too much because of what it gets. I still know that I am human for, medical reasons, legal reasons, documentations, all that jazz. It's not like I lost sight on that or anything. I just more so view myself more wolf like than I do human like, obviously. Um, so as far as how I knew I was Etherean, I didn't. Um, when I was like 6 years of age, I found out that I was a lot different than the other kids. I'm also a wise soul, so my what am I trying to say here? My viewpoint on people was much more different than what, a typical 6-year-old would have. Like, I knew my surroundings pretty well. I was very observant, just really too old for my age. So I got called an old soul a lot. Um, as I got older, I found out more about myself and realized a lot was different. And I believe around like middle school, once I got up there, I really started to notice the difference in myself and really suppressed who I was as far as, all this goes. And it was really hard because identifying as the wrong thing and in the wrong community as a whole. Um, and wanted to find a different way, but I didn't know what that way was yet until maybe when I was like 20. That's when I actually found out. And I found out through a coworker of mine. She was not a part of anything. She just knew about it, which is like very rare if somebody just happened upon the Ethereum community because it's still very small. It's not very widespreadly known yet. I kind of like that it's a little bit of a mystery. I've met a lot of people that don't know about it. I've educated a lot of people, and by people I mean like coworkers and stuff. Um, some of them support, some of them don't. The ones that don't just keep to themselves. That's fine. I like that how they're respectful and all that. I'm respectful of their choices of not accepting me and all that. So, found out when I was 20 and then started to identify as a Therian. I originally was going with the furry community. Um, that was definitely not me. I don't like the aspect of human-esque mixed with animal. Do not like that at all. Fursuits, I thought they were too big, bulky, too out there. Probably die in those things. As far as, the heat. And I just didn't like the mascot look of them. It definitely was not a thing for me. So, like, once I found out the Theron community, I was a lot happier because that was more of the realm of what I was trying to be, and the furry community was not offering that as far as their definition goes. And so I, quickly left that community and came over to the Theron community rather quickly and rather fast. Let's put it that way. I wanted out of the furry community. Great excuse to get out of it. Um, I'm not trying to bash the furry community. The community is great. It just personally was not for me. And unfortunately, I did have a lot of bad experiences with it because I was identifying in the wrong community. But I just more so now just respect anybody who is a furry. Um, don't really want to be part of that community or anything. I had my fair share. We'll put it that way. I will go into more detail in a different video. It will be way too long here if I went into all that. Um, so that's a bit of a backstory to all that. I do plan to go more in depth of everything as far as finding out and this, that, and the other. Those are future plan videos. Some of them are already planned already. Trying to get ahead. I know the video has not been getting out there as much as I hoped it would. Mo- um, Mostly because I haven't had the time, and once I find the time, I chicken out last minute. So be glad you're even getting this. It's it's going. Um, so I want to talk about like the aim for this channel. Mostly it's going to be about creativity, fun, and just be really entertaining and educational. Um, as far as like trying to talk about the Theron community, and I want to talk about more so the old way and a little bit of the modern day. Um, because there's a lot of people out there that are trying to change the Theron community, and you can't change it. I'm sorry, you just can't. You can't make up a word and slap a definition on it and say, hey, this is part of the ultra human community now. Like, we're not the LGBTQ. That you can do that with. Not the Theron community, not the ultra human community. Don't do that. Because those gray muzzles out there, they don't like that. And there's a reason why they don't like that. So don't do it. Just stop it. Like, why change something that has worked since, what, the 80s, 90s? Even longer than that before it really became a whole community in itself? Like, why change it? Yeah, I know, like, words have changed and new words have came in and definitions have tweaked over the years. But even if that happened, everything is still really the same. If you really look into the like back story of the community and really dig into it, you will find out it has not really changed all that much. And I don't get why people are trying to change it. And I kind of want to bring back the old way because, from my understanding, that's how it should be. And then I find out, wait a minute, there are people trying to change things, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. That's not right at all. So I'm gonna be like a teacher, educational figure. Hopefully the gray muzzles will appreciate me because I am a nestling. I have hardly been in this community for a few years, but still a nestling nonetheless. Um, the other aspect too is I also want to delve into um my life a little bit as far as like work and how it is with being a working citizen on top of being a Therian and make a whole video or a few videos of that and just trying to relate to the audience as much as possible. I know there's probably going to be some viewers that, oh, I don't have a job. I don't really relate to this that much. That's fine. And in a couple of years or however old you are now, you will get a job at some point in your life. And if you're a Therian, you'll experience what it's like trying to work and trying to be who you are and all that great jazz. So I will try to be relatable. If you already find me relatable, great. There's going to be more of that coming. Um, as mentioned in the beginning, I am a new content creator. I've never done this before. Um, so far, I have positive experience over all this. Um, as far as, all that goes, I am aware it could change. And if it does, I mean, that's part of the internet. Like, you get judged on the internet. It's a way of life. Um, I expect that. Unfortunately, I've had my moments on the internet. Some were great. Unfortunately, a lot of them were not. Uh, I won't get into that now or anything like that. But I had my time. Um, so I don't really have like social media as far as like where people can go elsewhere for more content than just this. This is pretty much kind of it. I was thinking about some other ideas, but a lot of them I'm like, do I really want to do that? And do I really want to sign up for that and have, another thing to worry about? I'm kind of old school. I don't have Snapchat. I don't like Snapchat. I mean, I've seen how it works and I don't like that. Twitter or X, I don't have that either. There's too much drama and politics on there. At least I've heard about it anyway. Same with Facebook. Don't have that. And what else do I not have? Like, there's a lot of things I don't have. I don't have like WhatsApp or anything like that. I think WhatsApp is very, very sketchy. Um, yeah, I just don't have those things. I do have Discord, and I've been thinking about maybe like promoting that. That's still in the works if I want to do that or not. Instagram, I thought about that too, and I was like, I don't want to make a second account, or actually a third account. My first account that I made on there glitched out on me. I couldn't get back into it for the life of me. Um, I was not hacked or anything. It just, I don't know what happened to it, and um, I think it was I couldn't get onto it on my phone anymore, and I could only get onto it onto my old laptop. So I went on to that. I kind of just deleted everything and notified Instagram what was going on and be like, "Hey, can you just delete this account?" They did not delete the account. It's still there. I hate that it's still there because every so often it'll pop up and be like, new follow suggestion. I'll be like, that's my old account that I told you guys to like get rid of. Like, get rid of it. It doesn't need to be there taking up space. Like, get rid of all that data. Doesn't need to be there. But um I have thought about like changing my current Instagram, but that has some family on there. So I'm like, no, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole right now. Maybe if I, start gaining, more traction and have more confidence with all of this, and this won't happen, but like blow up overnight and become like a little famous celebrity, woo. Um, then maybe I might go down the Instagram rabbit hole and kind of like tell my family, but in like a, hey, I'm a YouTube creator and this is what I do, and also by the way, hey, this is who I am on top of it. I've thought about it. Um, it's it's scary trying to, tell them all about that and everything. So we're just not at the moment. It might be best, honestly. Um, so there is another place, and a lot of people who are watching are probably already there. If you don't know, well, I'm also on there, but I do have a Wattpad account. I know, shocker, right? I do not make the type of content that I've seen on Wattpad for ever since I was 17. Um, I used to write fan fictions about Michael Jackson. One book was going so well until I lost the account. I will never see that book again, and I'm so mad. And I lost the account because I made a comment that got flagged, and that's how I lost the account. And I was so mad, so devastated, and The issue was I was on a school computer, and the book was supposed to be about a game that Michael was going to end up going into and playing. It was a horror book. So when it starts out when Michael died, but he was in the hospital. He he wasn't in his house and then died. No, he was actually rushed to the hospital and died at a hospital. That's how I had it. Um, and then he was met with the devil, and he gave Michael a second life, basically. But he had to play a game, and this game was he could get back to everybody that done him wrong, and he takes up on it, and he gets revenge on everybody. The first one is his father, and he makes his father go crazy. And the way I had the book was it was present, and then it was about his father, and it was so good. This idea was, oh, it was amazing, and people actually really loved it, even though I was going on a very thin very thin line. This is walking on a tightrope for this, but it hit. People were loving it, and it's funny too because it was so dark. It was not, it was not Michael at all. Let's put it that way. It was a very different version. But what was supposed to happen then was he's supposed to meet these group a group of um I think they were like five teenagers, or a little bit, or maybe they were like college students or something, but they play the game too, and they basically have to survive. And what's supposed to happen was every single one of them dies except for one. That's how the game happens, depending on how many. If you're just one person that's playing the game and you're playing against like spirits or whatever, you're on your own basically. But only one person can live, and it's basically the strongest person that can live. I don't remember how the game was supposed to be played anymore. I made this when I was 17, but I do remember most of it, and it was off. Like, some of the inspiration was off from his Ghost video. So if you know Ghosts, the song in that video, it there was some tie to that. Um, because in that video, if you haven't seen it or seen like clips that were taken out of it, Michael is very, like, he's supposed to be spooky, he's supposed to be aggressive because he's an aggressive, angry ghost. So that's what I was taking and putting into the story, which actually it was going great, and I'm so sad I lost it. I lost it, guys. I thought about remaking it, and I was like, I'm not really, I'm not, I'm not, doing that anymore. I haven't made a fan fiction like that in a very long time. I stopped. I read a lot, and after reading a lot of them, I realized how much I didn't like fan fiction and how people were portraying Michael Jackson. So I was like, no, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole and this, that, and the other, or try to do the trend and what gets reads and likes and comments. And no, some of them are very questionable. I question a lot of people's thinking because, as a fan of him, like, yeah, I I like the guy. Like, he was very hot. Yeah, very. He was a beautiful man. Now, if he was here standing in front of me, no, I wouldn't take it. I honestly, God, wouldn't take it. The only thing I would ever want to do, if he was still alive, if he even is anymore, there's a huge theories out there that he probably is still alive and or he's not and whatnot. But if he was still here and right in front of me, literally all I want to do is just talk to the guy. Just talk to him. Like every video I've seen him talking, like I just want to just hear this man talk, guys. That's all I want to do. That would have been a dream come true. Just hear him blabbing. That guy could talk, actually. If you didn't know, he could. He could. He could be an earful of all kinds of things. But the way his thinking was just so different compared to like all other celebrities, even ones today. Like nobody thinks like him, and it's very very sad actually. And I myself am like, ah, oh, I wish I could think like that. And I've tried, but I just can't. I'm just not built that way. And he's just very interesting and he fascinates me. And if I could have a conversation with him, that would be great. That's all I want. Like every other girl is like, oh, I want to, do this, this, and this with him, and I'm just like, I just want to talk to the guy. Just want to blab his ear off, I guess. Uh, I'm different than most other moonwalkers. That's what we're called for those who didn't know. I know a lot. Anyway, we're moving on. Point is, I'd have a Wattpad account. It's the same, or it's kind of the same for YouTube. It has the lowercase x and then the word the, but it's capital W writers and then capital D for den and another lowercase x if you want to find it. Um, if you couldn't keep up with that, it is in the description of my YouTube. You can find it there, find the link, go straight to the page. So if you want to check out my account, you can. You don't have to. Um, on the Wattpad account, I actually became a ambassador this year, very freshly new. So what I do is I just volunteer my time for 4 hours each week, just finding books to. Well, right now I'm just finding books that other people that are ambassadors to either review or and judge. They first get reviewed before they're judged, and then after that, they get posted on the ambassador's official website. And you're there for like, I think it's like a week, few weeks to a month or something like that, that you're on there. And they just promote your book so you get more views, more attention, more likes, more comments, just more of an audience for those who struggle to try and get one. Um, I have tried to push as many Therian related books. The issue with that though is there's a lot of books that are either not completed or they haven't been updated. There's a whole restriction list I have to follow, and unfortunately, I can only find like three, and I already put them through. None of them made it on the ambassador's profile, unfortunately, which I was so sad because one of the books I thought was really good, and I thought it could really help people understand the community more, but it didn't go. And I did find out I can even put my books on there as to be reviewed and judged and posted onto the profile too. But none of my books are completed. All of them are still ongoing or on hold. So I was like, wow, that was a bust. I mostly write for fun. I don't really write for selling purposes or publishing purposes or anything like that. I just do it for fun. Um, so if you want to go there, check it out. If you don't, you don't have to. Um, the type of content that I do on there would be the same here as far as on my Wattpad account. Um, I do like educational stuff on the community mostly, but I do have other things. I have like tips to like writing a werewolf story and like not using the overly used clicks and trends. Like think outside the box, people. Like come on now. So I have a book like that. I have books where you can make your own contests on Wattpad if you wanted to. I have writing tips on how to like start on Wattpad and this, that, and the other. Um, I did remove a lot of books. I used to have a lot of books that were like about self help and this, that, and the other, as far as like being positive and um just being like a better version of yourself. And they were all uplifting and empowering. They honestly didn't get too much attention, so I just took them down, or most of them. I think I might have one or two still up, but the ones that definitely didn't go anywhere, I just took them down because I was like, they're not going anywhere. So, and by this point, I had like 23 different stories. It, four of them were not even visible because they were not published yet. And so I really downsized. I had to. Like, I was going insane. And hold on. I'll be right back. Be right back. Hold, pause. What happened? What happened? You went it. You went it. Yeah. You did. I'm sorry. Mommy's gonna be right back soon. Yeah. You're doing great. You're doing great. Sorry. The child was getting upset. I have no other choice but to look after my baby and do this at the same time. That's fine. Um, so what was I talking about? Why am I asking? You can answer me right now. Um, I honestly don't remember what I was blabbing about, actually. Oh, moving on. Um, I guess the reason why I want to be like a YouTube creator is, well, actually, hold on. I don't even know. Well, other than blabbing, we're like what, 33 minutes in now, and I'm still blabbing. I do like to talk and like to ramble. Um, that's kind of part of why I'm on YouTube and not anything else. Uh, I won't be doing any like YouTube shorts or anything like that. I couldn't, if I'm restricted on talking, I won't do it. Like I can't. I can't. I have to prolong everything. It's the same with my writing, by the way. I can blab in my writing. It's pretty bad, actually. So bad that sometimes I have to use stupid AI to downsize everything. Only a little bit. I don't rely on it or anything like that. I just have it. like help me take away certain words and or use certain words to strengthen my writing. There have been words that suggested me, and I had to look up the definition because even I, as a human, didn't know what that meant, and I was like, absolutely not. So I'd Google like a different word to use that was more dumber, and that's so robotic. So yeah, there's that. Um, I as as far as anything else about being a YouTube creator, um, I guess for the like creativity factor, I do plan to like do crafts and stuff like that as well as just sitting here blabbing. I mean, I might not always be here in this spot, but you know what I mean. Just, talking and putting my thoughts out there, or my 2 cents anyway. if, if you want to listen to my 2 cents, I guess. Or what's left of it anymore. Probably like 0.5 cents now. We're far gone, okay? You'll know this about me a lot. I'm not ashamed to admit anything I just said. I'll crack a joke or here or there about myself a lot. It's for the humor, all right? I got humor, all right? I got style with the humor. Me and humor. We're best buds. We're pals. We're in it together, you know? Um I guess for the plans, future plans for my YouTube channel here, um, it's mostly going to be about, me talking, and just being all Darren related. I'm not really anything else that I know of when it comes to the ultra human community altogether. Um, well, actually, that's a lie. I am animal hearted, but I don't really talk about that too much. It's not that important. It's just animals that I don't identify as. Um, it's more so I just have a connection with those animals and nothing more than that. um, but as like being like other kin or fiction kin or anything like that, I'm not any one of those. I did think that was uh otherkin when it came with dragonkin, but I found out that I wasn't one at all. Um, it was more so I was just animal hearted to dragons. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, figure that one out. um, so everything will be mostly Theron related as far as this content will go. Um, I will try to talk about other um parts of the community too and delve into those because a lot of people are going to be like, well, why don't you talk about this or why don't you talk about that? And mostly because I don't identify as it. If I don't identify as, you know, for example, otherkin, why would I sit here and talk about it for, almost an hour? Because we're almost at an hour now of straight content that I don't even identify with. It seems a little silly. So instead, I'll just try and educate people what the definition is, um, how to go about, being otherkin, still using that as an example, and all that. Um, but I won't be like going into depth like I would be with everything Theron related. Um, so that's the aim, mostly the aim. for this channel. Um, I might is the key word, or maybe I might do quads. Um, not still thinking on that. Not really sure how that's gonna go. I never done quads before. Um, well, actually, hold on. I kind of did quads when I was actually like little, up to oh gosh, how old was I? Maybe like 15 or 16 before I actually stopped doing it. So my parents' house had you know, the basement, first floor, second floor. So I had a set of stairs. I was a master at running up those stairs. I could leap like onto the third or fourth step and just bolt right up the stairs, no problem. Was teaching my sisters how to do it because I was like, oh, it's so much faster to go up the stairs on all fours than it is on all twos. And they were like, nah, nah. And they knew I was doing this, and to them, they thought I was doing it for fun. To me, it was something totally different. And they were doing it for a little while, and then I think my one sister got caught by, I think it was our dad, and he was like, "What in the world are you doing?" And she was like, "Oh, the oldest sister, Junie, like ratted me out and everything. Was teaching us how to run up the stairs on all fours because she does it all the time." And our father was like, "Can we? Why?" He was so confused by it. But for the most part, he didn't really care. He thought kids we were just being kids. Kids are kids, even though we were like in our teen years by this point, and or going into teen years, I should say. Um, and then after that point, I kind of like backed off on it a little bit and only did it when the parents weren't around. And if it was my siblings, they already knew about it, so what's the point in hiding from them? And sometimes I accidentally would do it when it was like a family gathering, and uh our cousins got in on it too. So we were teaching the cousins how to do it, and it was kind of fun, but I stopped doing it. And the last time I tried to do it, I oh gosh, I think it was like either 17 or 19. I was just like alone in the house one day. I was like, oh, hey, let me try, doing this, doing running up the stairs on all fours. Let's see if I can still do it anymore. It I tried jumping onto the stairs first, like I typically would, and then run up. I twisted my ankle, and I have a very bad foot, and that's the one I twisted. And I was like, nah, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. I was born with crooked feet. It was not corrected, even though my father was born with the same thing. Told how to correct it before it got worse. Didn't listen. Now here I am with crooked feet. One knee is starting to go, and it's starting to affect my hip. Then after that, it'll affect the lower back before really screwing up the rest of my back. It's like if your feet are crooked or severely messed up, it will mess you up for life if you don't get it corrected. At this point in life, if I tried to correct it, I would need two braces to correct it. But with my right foot, not only would I need a brace, but I would need a leg brace to recorrect the kneecap and put everything back where it should be. But that's expensive. I don't have that type of money or the insurance because we all know how insurance is in America. They want to not help you in the worst way possible. What's the point in having insurance if they're just going to deny your claim for everything? Doesn't even matter if it's medical, car, dental, vision. They don't want to help you. Where I live, it's sick care. It's not health care, it's sick care. They want to keep you as sick and unwell as humanly possible because they get money that way. So all your doctors and all those people, yeah, you're funding for their vacations. Just keep that in mind. So when you go to like a doctor's appointment, if you live in America, and you go to the doctors and your doctor says, "Oh yeah, in a week I'm gonna go, to Hawaii for a month." Just sit back, cross your arms, and go, "Yeah, I'm funding for your trip, by the way." And then just watch their happy little smile go away because it's the truth. Call them out. Call them out. Unless your doctor's like really good, then maybe don't do that. Maybe you might lose a doctor real fast. I don't know. But yeah. So quads might be a little hard. I have thought about how I could still do it and not twist my ankle every single time trying to do it. I think the running would be fine. It's the jumping I would be very concerned about. I mean, I feel like if I was running, it wouldn't be as bad, you know? But the jumping definitely would, well, I don't know, because you land on the front paws before the back. I don't know. Just to be safe, I want to, like, have, like, some braces on or something. Well, obviously, ones I'm able to run in. I do have, like, special gloves that are coming in the mail. Actually, they're supposed to be coming today. But, they have, like, pads in the palms and a wrist support. My wrists are also really bad. I'm old in a early 20-year-old body. But but the gloves are designed for quads or other workout related things. But so I'm gonna try out these gloves to at least protect my wrists because Lord knows I'll pinch a nerve because I do that a lot with my right hand. It's gonna show left hand for you guys, but right hand for me. But we're gonna see how it goes. Quads is a huge maybe. I might do a video here and there. I'm not gonna do tutorials. There's too many tutorials on how to do the exact same thing. It hasn't really changed, so I'm not even gonna bother with that. um, I will do a lot of craft videos too, but that's not gonna be right now. I'm gonna more so blab to you guys than do any videos on crafts. Mostly because I don't have said stuff, and if you haven't been in the realm of Wattpad, I have been really hyping up a costume idea. Um, give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold that. Hold that. What? What made me one? Mommy done with that. Think there were a few more minutes. I know she's talking too much. Do you want a binky? Do you want a binky? Yeah. When mommy's done, we'll play. Yeah, when mommy's done, we'll play. Okay. Okay. Here, have your dragon. Have your dragon. Yeah. Where's your rattle? Where's your rattle go? Here. Have a rattle. Have a rattle. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Whoa. It's hard to see out of this mask. Um, almost missed the chair. um, but yes. So I've been hyping up this costume idea for the Ren Fair. For in October for Halloween. They don't. They don't. I don't remember. I don't think they go up until Halloween. I think it was just like a week or two, and then it's over or something like that. And so I've been really talking about this costume and what I'm gonna do, and I'm spending a lot of money on it. So no craft videos are gonna be happening anytime soon because of my costume. It's coming first. There's a lot of things I need to do prepping wise before anything else really. Um, I have like 4-ish months left to even do this. So I have to get like crack-a-lacking on it, you know? So craft videos are a future idea. They will come. Um, the videos that I have planned are more so like I'm staying away from mask I like ideas and tutorials if I can speak for right now because I never made a mask or anything like that. Um and plus there's a bunch of, tutorials out there already. More so on like TikTok. Not so many on YouTube or anywhere else as far as I've seen. Um which kind of sucks because I don't like TikTok and I'm not on TikTok and I'm never going to use TikTok. So Pinterest, next best thing. A lot of picture ideas, not so much video ideas, but hopefully it'll get there. um, the crafts themselves are gonna be more for like decoration, but they're gonna be like super easy. Like you can whip out, $10 or $15 and be able to make this craft, and boom, you got some nature themed craft dust collectors. Most of them are dust collectors. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry about that, but I like decorating. I know this isn't my decoration. Um, I would decorate if I could, but this is not my room. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's my boyfriend's. This is his, but I'm not gonna touch it until we get a place together, and that's when the real decorating will happen. He is not allowed to touch that. I do the decorating around here. In that in that sense, I will. Um, if I could decorate this room right now, hands down would. Uh, he would probably let me too, which is the sad thing. Um, but I'm not going to. I'm not gonna ask that of him. That's too mean. Like this is his space. I'm gonna leave it alone, as plain and boring as it is. Um, so the videos are gonna be dust collectors, like I said. They're gonna be pretty, all right. Some of them have some function, like light, mostly light. I will try to find some where you can like hang stuff on and things like that, where you can actually utilize it more than it collecting dust. But there is gonna be a lot of them where it just sits there. or hangs on the wall. Yeah, but that's okay. People like that, I think. Um, Anything else with the crafts? I think that's it. With like the crafts. I know I said I wasn't gonna make masks or anything like that. At least not yet. Sorry, like I'm getting so itchy under this mask, and I'm like, it's like right in here in the nose, and I'm like trying to like, I can't get to it when you know, you know. Like I'm so used to being me and being like, oh, I got itch on the bridge of my nose, but I can't. That this isn't real. Like, come on, wake up, get out of your shifts here. This isn't real. But it's fine. We're surviving here. That's what I do. Um, so this pretty kind of much the whole kind of like the idea for the content ish. Oh, I will maybe this this idea I've thought about, and as I think about it now, there is no way in heck that I'm gonna be able to do this. But I did think about making like den videos, both indoor and outdoor. And then as I keep thinking on more of it, I don't have anything to do that with. Um, I don't live near any woods. There's a park like 5 minutes away, but that's a park. That's public. I can't really claim that as my territory or den making spot. Plus, there's like nothing there. It's just, I mean, there's trees, but it's a city park, so there's like maybe 15 trees on the entire property. It's I hate it. I don't like. I mean, I like the park, but I don't like the park. The park's good for walking. That's about it for me, at least. The kids can play on the playground. They have a blast, and there's older kids that play like badminton, tennis. But other than that, nah, not for me. um, so den videos there will be in like when I get my own place, which big old question mark on that. In this economy, big old question mark. um, I might try to do some videos too on like walking in the woods and just like being out in nature. I will not be doing what most people do, and I hate that they do this, is slap a audio of some music. What's the point in being in nature? Nature is music, dummy. Like, what's the point in making a video out in nature just to cover up the birds chirping, the frogs croaking, the grasshoppers mating? Like, come on! Because that's what they do when they make noise. They're calling for a mate. Then no, I'm a bug nerd too. But anyway, point is, why are you taking away what you're in? I don't get it, especially with the Therans out there. They all do it. They all and the one thing that I've seen the most of is somebody will be out in the forest and slap an ocean like background sound for their video, and you will hear whales. And I'm like, wrong environment there, buddy. Wrong habitat there, buddy. You're not in the water to play that one. You're on land. Come on, like think, think, think. Just think for a moment. What? And it's like one of the most popular ones for TikTok. And the only reason why I know this is because I watched the compilations on YouTube of the TikToks because I refuse to be on TikTok. And I'm just sitting there scratching my head, going, "Is that whales? Did they seriously slap that for a forest?" Like, I question if some of these people know their animals, even though they're a person that identifies as one. You know, it makes you. I'm logical here, alright? I may not look it, but I am. Okay? Okay. Um, so we'll try doing those videos. I will not be editing the background noise. So if you can't hear me, oh well. If the wind blows, oh well. Like, I'll try to do some things as far as like getting cameras that are made for outside and all that. But I will not be blocking out birds chirping or anything like that. If anything, I don't think people would want to hear that. That'd be soothing. That would be, the highlight of the video, Other than just viewing me in greenery or snow. Or all four seasons in one day. Because where I live, that happens quite often, actually. Kid you not. It's been like that now. Last week it was so cold, you needed a jacket. This week, it's like you need flip flops and a bathing suit. And it's like, how did we get from there to here and that to this? I don't know. Who knows? In 5 minutes, it could start raining. Why? I don't know. Or the weather here is very bipolar. It doesn't know what to do, what to think. It wakes up one morning feeling sunny, and the next minute it's breaking down in tears, and there's a thunderstorm. And who knows? Maybe it's feeling festive and wants to throw some snow in there. Like it, it's crazy. All right, it's crazy where I live. Um, I guess that's pretty much the ideas I have so far, as far as the channel and everything. I will try to come up with more exciting ideas other than what I just said for the past hour. Um, so pretty, yeah, that's kind of the gist of everything. Um, I guess a huge disclaimer is that although I just sat here and blabbed for an hour about, oh, these are my ideas, they could change. What was the point in blabbing it? Because it might not change. It may be the same. It may change. Who knows? Who knows? My thought process is it's there, but very scattered. Potential ADHD, not diagnosed, but potential. Big big difference on words there. Notice how I said I don't think. Notice that I didn't say that because potential means I either potentially have it or potentially don't have it. It's a maybe. Big brain moment there. And to be respectful of those that actually do have it and actually got diagnosed and all that jazz. I am very respectful of people that do that. Personally, I have not done all those things yet. We're working on it. Work in progress. It's expensive in this economy. So we're surviving. That's what I say a lot. We're surviving. Um, I guess if you have any suggestions other than what I just blabbed for an hour, put them in the comments because I would love to hear them. If you don't have an idea and just want to say hi, go for it. I'll say hi. For the most part, I do talk to everybody that comments. There was like one person I didn't comment to on my last video only because I had no idea what they meant. So I didn't know if they were referring to me or themselves, and I didn't want to look like an idiot, so I didn't comment. That's so mean, but like I didn't know, and I didn't want to like ask and like embarrass myself, and then being like, no, I meant it this way, and I'm like, how was I supposed to know when you put two words as a sentence? I don't even think there's any period at the end. I think it was just two words slapped on there as a comment, and I'm like, I'm looking at it like, how? What am I supposed to? What am I supposed to do with that? How can I? I can't reply to that because I just don't know, and I feel terrible, but hopefully hopefully they're not offended by it. If they see this video, terribly terribly sorry. Um, if you wish to comment and put more words than two, that might help my brain a little bit. The 2 cents that is left in there might function for a flicker of a moment before they die out again. um, so thank you if you made it all the way here of me blabbing. I know at one point I like lost my train of thought. I'm gonna look at this video later and be like, oh, that's right. That's where I was, and then like not go back to it because I can't because it's recording and time. But it's fine. Maybe I'll touch on it in a later date. I don't know. But so thank you to everybody who did watch the last video, my only video at the moment. Um, it honestly it was fun doing that, and it was fun seeing how people were liking it and subscribing and just viewing the video as a whole. I think it was up to like 45 views now and like 5 likes, and I got like 14 subscribers. A lot of people would say, oh, that's so low. Well, it's not for you to decide. It's not your channel. I am new. It's a milestone for me. Even YouTube gave me an update, been like, hooray, you got 10 plus subscribers. And I was like, oh, even YouTube has my back here with the generated audio message. They just go out whenever somebody does well for like a week. I haven't gotten any more milestones since, like, what, it's day 13 now? Since that video has been out. It's fine, I don't care. It's just a test video. Even if this video doesn't do so well, I don't care. Um, because this is more so entertainment for my part, and just fun and being educational and all that great jazz. Um, I do hope to make money off of it one day. It will not be today, it will not be tomorrow. One day. That may or may not happen, I don't know. If it doesn't, oh well, I tried. If it does, um, I would not be quitting my actual job to do YouTube full time. I don't have the money for that. Even if I were to blow up, I still would. To me, I'd be like, no, this economy, something seems fishy. If I just drop the job and say like something happens with YouTube, then what? I'm out of the job. And you can apply to 100 different jobs with a perfectly good resume. You could have experience in something and nobody will contact you. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. And then half the time, the positions that you either signed up for are either taken, and the whole week or month, year maybe, that application was still up and the company didn't bother to take it down. They just wasted your time, wasted their own time looking at a position that should have been taken down a while ago. That's happened to me actually a couple of times. And I wanted to like write emails back to them and be like, then why didn't you take it down? Like, it takes zero point 0.5 seconds. If you took the, what, maybe 30 minutes to upload all that, it takes zero point 0.5 seconds to take it down. It doesn't take you that long. But, we're out here just wasting data instead of, helping keeping the data alive so we don't have to build data centers everywhere on this flippin' planet. But what do I know, right? Just a wolf in a human body that's supposed to be smart, you know? My 2 cents. Anyway, um, anyway, so, yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, as far as everything goes, hopefully it all works out. Um, if not, it's fine. I have a job currently. Currently, who knows? At the rate jobs are going, even my job could probably be taken over. There were changes at my job where a position was taken away, and a few of our workers are now on leave. They are being paid by the company for I think like a month or something. It's not very long, and I assume it's not going to be very much either. Um, One of them's going on like not retirement, but taking a break because he's older. The other one is she's like around my age. Uh, she's going to go from this job to looking straight into looking into other jobs. So that really sucks. It does. And the thing is, where I work cafe, we're we're supposed to be fresh food all the time, and it's changing very rapidly that we are not. We're going from pull bread or pull meats or pull, I don't know, vegetables and let them thaw out, and then boom, that's it. That's what you get, a frozen product. It's not even baked or cooked. It's literally room temperature cooked. And that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Like, I only eat certain foods at my job because I know how it works. I know the ins and outs. I know half of those breads are not actually baked. They look baked, but they're not. I know half of that meat was pulled out of a freezer, slept in the refrigerator unit, and it thaws for an hour in there. And then we pull it out when we need it to make our food for the customers that think, oh, it's so fresh. No, it's not. Honey, you just got served what you could buy at the grocery store in the frozen aisle. But you pay almost $20 for it. You pay less at the grocery store, probably. Anyway, that's stories for another time. But thank you all so much for watching. It's been great blabbing for an hour and like 14, 15-ish minutes. It's been great. I'll see you in the next video. I don't know when that's gonna come out, and I don't know what it's gonna be yet. Bye.